Hey guys, John V here from Phone Arena. Right now I'm doing a quick look between the Samsung Galaxy S4 and the Apple iPhone 5. Of course, both being flagships. The Galaxy S4 was announced here today not too long ago in New York City, and so we know a lot about the device. I'm going to quickly tell you the differences and what I like about both handsets. So obviously, when it comes to design, they both pretty much rely on some of the iconic design styles from their predecessors. Nothing really drastic, but the Galaxy S4 looks very much like the Galaxy S3 before, and of course the iPhone 5 looks exactly like the iPhone 4S from before, both a larger screen. Now in terms of construction, you gotta still hand it to the iPhone just because its choice of materials are more premium. It's a plastic device versus something that has a brushed metallic body. So when you think about that, you just have a little bit more sturdy feel with the iPhone 5, and it just feels like a more solid device in terms of build quality. The plastic is nice that it contributes to a lightweight form, but the iPhone 5 technically on paper is still lighter. At the same time, for a device having such a large display, the Galaxy S4 is pretty extreme line, very thin, but quite frankly, I believe they're pretty, when you look at right here, it's really hard to tell. They look nearly the same, but when you lay it flat on the table, you could kind of see like the iPhone 5 is just a teeny bit smaller. So the design, I'd have to say, would have to go to the iPhone 5 still, just because of that premium element with its choice of materials. It just feels like the more solid device. We still appreciate that Samsung did a great job in maintaining the figure of the Galaxy S4 compared to the Galaxy S3, but not enough to really make it the more prized design between the two. The other thing is just now the biggest thing here is just the core experience. Now I don't want to go too in depth about it, but I'll quickly tell you, with the iPhone 5, it's still pretty much the same. Nothing really drastic. The Galaxy S4 really improves upon the TouchWiz Nature UX from its predecessor. The more simplistic between them is, of course, the iPhone 5. You have Siri, but as far as the layout, the functionality, it's pretty much the same old iOS experience we've seen before. Whereas with the Galaxy S3 with TouchWiz, a lot of cool elements. It uses these new gestures in play where you can actually, you use these air gestures to actually navigate with the phone. So, for example, if you're in the gallery and you want to just quickly navigate, you just just wave your hand over, and you can automatically will move for you. So it's pretty nice with that. The other thing is with the display too, you have the hover features, which is pretty useful. So if you just hover your finger over the display, you get preview. So that's very useful in many aspects. On top of that, it's just all the software enhancements. If you go even to the camera, you just have a ton of different shooting modes available to you. Very social too, and it just goes way beyond what the iPhone 5 has to offer in that aspect. And finally, just the display. The iPhone 5, of course, 4-inch Retina display. The pixel density is higher on the Galaxy S4. So honestly, if we're looking far away, you could barely notice a difference in terms of quality, but when we look very closely, we could tell that the Galaxy S4's displays is just more detailed. And in terms of just as far as viewing angles, they're pretty much the same, though the iPhone 5's color reproduction tends to be a little bit more natural in tone, so you get more realistic colors, whereas the Galaxy S4, you're going to get those saturated colors that, it might not be too realistic, but hey, it has that wow factor to really capture some people. And of course, it's a 5-inch display versus a 4-inch one. So that's pretty much it, guys. Just a quick look between the two handsets. If you want to learn more about it, check out our website, phonearena.com. This is John V. Thanks for watching.